Hey guys, current energy check-ins for the weekend. Take 3 or 100. We've got, here we go. We've got Blue in the house, who's right here. Finally. I was trying to shoot this for a couple of times, and then he freaking loves sleeping by my feet here, so I pulled my feet up. And now, finally, he went to the side to sleep or whatever he wants to do there. We've got Juno over there. We've got Cosmo. Oh, man, I can never... there. Her little head. You'll probably see her around if she doesn't fall asleep. So we're making progress. You know? We're making progress. Felix is also making progress with them. Blue was always good from the get-go. Juno's really obsessed with being with us, with me and her in the room. You probably saw her last week through the readings. They're really doing good. She still kind of jumps on her head from time to time. She still wants to play like a kitten does, but she's fine. And then Felix is also making progress, but he's not really interested. He's like, oh, okay, kitten, whatever. I want her toys. So he comes here, plays with her toys. She jumps on his head. He kind of lifts his paw up like that, looks at her, and then he's like, yeah, no. And then he walks away. Kai is the only one that still needs some work with her. In terms of, he's fairly obsessed with her because he always sits by the door here. And he kind of feels left out, but he did gain the reputation of the bully of the house, so it's gonna be a little more, you know. I love him through all of his bullying ways, but I'm gonna have to have them separate from everybody else just to create a little bit of dynamic there. And for that, I'm gonna need a little more time with them, probably next week. Hopefully, by next time. You'll see more of them together, or at least, you know, freely to do whatever they want. But yeah, for those complaining that the cat is here all the time, I don't give a shit, because they all have been here when they were kittens, because you know, that's what they do. So the sense of entitlement over, oh, I want you to focus, oh, I am focused, but I'm also at home, so, you know, I gotta pay attention to them as they go and grow. And then, especially those that complain about that, I don't even want to hear you, you know, in a year or two, where's the cat? I miss the cat. They grow, they go. When they grow, they go, you know, it's like real life. They don't give a shit. When they're kittens, yeah, they want all the attention. So that's what's going to happen. Or puppies, in his case. But now they don't give a shit about that when they're grown up. When they're kittens, yeah, they're more. So that's the thing with that. Last week, when I was doing readings for, I think it was during Sagittarius, where I noticed the first time that something's off about my hearing. And then it started growing, but just a tiny little bit each day in terms of, I kind of hear muffled. And yesterday I had this big epiphany. It hit me like I'm hearing muffled inside there. And then there's a little space between the inside and the outside where I can hear the sound of silence. And it's freaking amazing. It's like, and I'm like, man, that's beautiful. It's a beautiful exercise. I did go to the doctor, just to confirm. Why is that not? Huh? Employment? Who the fuck? Man, these scammers, I swear to God. Are you on silent? Employment. Kyla, I don't need employment. Thank you very much. Hold on, let me make sure I put it on silent, because I don't even know what I'm doing lately. I'm becoming my parents, and, you know, That's the trade of life, I guess. So I went to the doctor yesterday just to confirm. I thought it was allergies because I'm new to allergies. I started getting them only about 3 years ago. So I don't know all the symptoms, okay? I assumed, I looked it up. I'm like, I think it's allergies because I feel a little stuffiness, a little, not full blown, but like the beginning stage of it. And so I went to a clinic yesterday to confirm, and yes, it was confirmed. It is allergies. And I still hear muffled. This one that actually started this whole shebang, the right one, I think it's starting to clear up. This one is still kind of muffled with the sound of silence attached to it. But yeah, that's what that is. It's not anything else that, you know, we might assume or think. I know, it's a squirrel. Ooh. I fucking love her polydactyl ways. Her extra stuff. During the Aries reading, I have one for each of you. I have updates, okay? During the Aries reading, last Aries reading, I think it was, it was confirmed, we all heard a beep, a loud beep. It was my heater. That was its final tone before it died. Because it does make that sound when I, you know, turn it up or down in heat, but it doesn't do it without me maneuvering it. So given that I was with you guys here talking to you and then beep, I looked up and then I checked and apparently it died. It died-ish because it was still kind of working, but not really responding to commands. So I'm like, okay, so it died. It's not working anymore. So it wasn't fire alarm or carbon monoxide alarm. I don't have those here because I'm in the sunroom. So I have them in the house, not here. So everything's good. No batteries need to be changed for any of that. The heater died, which I'm going to have to remove now. But it died just in time, you know, maybe forcing spring a little bit upon us. Animals finally settled down. Cosmos settled down. Blue is sleeping. Blue is going to come up at the end, hopefully. I did say a couple of weeks ago that I'm going to shift things around until I like the final setting. And I think this may be it, especially with such a big... This is huge. The chair is huge. You may see it as just a little tiny. No, it's huge. So because of that, plus the extra space on the office type, I needed to. And in the middle of the room, it was a nice looking angle, but it needed too much little things to be put together for it to work. So I'm like, yeah, no, I'm just going to drag it in the corner and that's that. And hopefully Blue can get... He can get up here through this side. The thing is, now with the camera on the tripod, Blue has a tendency to play right there, and he may touch the tripod and the camera, the image for you guys may go like blah, blah, blah. So hopefully that's not going to happen. For now, he's sleeping, so we're all good. Cosmo's sleeping. Chino's watching birds. Okay, we're all good. All good. So yeah, that is, I think, about it. I don't know what's going on for you guys out there, but for me, April is quite chaotic. There's a lot of stuff happening at once. And I'm like, chill. We've got the whole fucking year to deal with everything. Why is everything... So yeah. So I don't know. Hopefully you got a smoother sailing for April, but so far, what is it? Not even mid-month. And I'm like, I feel like it's been a year. Kai had diarrhea again last night with a tiny little dot of blood, which I called the emergency vet. And I asked them, hey, you know, is it dire for me to bring him in? Or should I keep an eye on him? Everything else is fine with him. He trills, he meows, he plays, he eats, he drinks, he has all of that. Now, recently, I saw him starting to eat from Blue's food. That's why I don't like to mix their foods and all of that, and I don't let Blue eat their food and them eat Blue's food. But for some reason, Kai decided, okay, well, this smells good. So I'm assuming that may be the change, that he has diarrhea, but the doctor said that it's not uncommon, especially when they have diarrhea, for them to, hold on, baby girl, you got some litter. For them to break a blood vessel or things like that. So that could happen. So I wasn't necessarily freaked out. I just don't want to put him through the trauma, because for him it's trauma. Through the trauma of taking him to the vet and, you know, stuff like that. What are you doing, girls? Excuse me. Girly girls. Mama's working. Yeah. Cosmo, no, do not fuck with the light. No. I just set this up. No. We are not going to do that. And also, get off Juno's tail. Okay, go sleep. Good, right there. Damn. If Juno moves and, you know, goes for a walk, you don't have to do the same. What are you? Herd mentality? No, we don't do that here. You got your own personality, she's got hers. Kids. And now Blue is under us, so prepare for the image to be shook. Potentially. But anyways, I think we're good to go. Current energy check-ins for the weekend. I will be looking into each sign individually by elements. Earth signs, fire signs, air signs, and water signs. It'll be quick, to the point, no clarification. Whatever comes out, comes out. No extended for the Friday videos. I'll be looking into where you're at energetically in regards to another energy, which could be that of a person, a situation, whatever you got going on. Where the other energy is at in regards to you, where the connected energies are at. And then I'll be pulling some cards from the universe for each of you. Timestamps will be below in the description box, in the comment section, on the play bar. They will not work properly until the premiere of this video is done. I love when Juno does that whole... She's looking... Are there birds behind me or something? Yeah, there's birds on the feeder, but she's looking there. Anyways, premiere of this video, meaning that if you're here around between 9:30 and 10:30 a.m. Central Time, watching this, they will not work. After that, yes. So give it a minute for things to finish uploading. And also, YouTube introduced this new situation that you can take off from settings in case you don't like that. So if you're in another country, it might double my voice or something in that country or something like that. I don't understand exactly what they did there, but I did have someone from Germany saying that something like that happened. And I know they introduced that, but you can take it off from your own settings. So if you hear me talking another language and you don't like that and you want to hear my beautiful voice and English, then you can definitely take that off from settings. But I hear I speak a good German, I think. I wonder, I'm gonna go, when I go back to Romania to visit, I'm gonna, out of curiosity, to see how I sound in Romanian. We tried once translating a few Romanian songs, and it was a shit show. So I wonder what they're doing with this one. But yeah, let's try to do this. Well, now that at least Blue and Cosmo are sleeping. Earth signs, Capricorn. Alrighty, on your side you get the Four of Pentacles, the Three of Swords, the Hermit. You're very determined to go ahead and heal something. There's something painful that, I don't know if it just happened, whatever the situation is that created this pain. I don't think so. I think you've been sitting on this pain for a minute. And now it's like, oh, okay, let me work on this. You know, so there's definitely a whole lot of determination to not just let this kind of bypass it and be like, it's okay, it doesn't need healing, it's fine. So it's something that you're focused on working on here. As far as healing go, at least. In the energy attached to you, the Sun, the Two of Wands, the High Priestess. This energy has a good feeling about something. Like a really, really good feeling. Something that's coming up. It's not happening right now, that's for sure. You're kind of like, it's going to happen later, but I got a really, really good feeling about it. Okay. In the energy of the connection, the Queen of Cups, the Hierophant, the Tower. What the hell is going on here? What the hell is going on? I do see a connection here, pretty deep connection. There's love here, but there's stuff going on around it. There's a commotion. There's a lot of commotion going on around it. Not within it necessarily, but around it more than within. But it might disrupt the flow from within. Let's see what the universe has. Yeah. 5 of Wands, 7 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, it does look like whatever's going on, the commotion around the situation might interfere with the flow from within the connection, and it might cause issues if you're not paying attention, the both of you actually. It might disrupt things here. You know how people sometimes argue about something that doesn't even have to do with anything that they're dealing with directly. They argue about who knows what that is affecting them indirectly, completely indirect. Like it has nothing to do with them, but they're still going to fight about it, which doesn't make sense, but sometimes it happens. It's looking like one of those things where the things that are surrounding you that create this commotion, they're not as indirect as the example I gave, but somewhat. Like if you really think about it, it's like, yeah, we probably shouldn't argue about this, you know? Moving on to Taurus. Why are you here? Like here, you've got so many places, but it's okay. You're fine. She's so focused. She's like, I don't even care. Are you talking? Because I can't hear you. Don't you just love? I love to watch their eyes and see how they shift inside there. Like snakes. Your relatives are snakes. You're not coming from felines, you're coming from snakes. It's your eyes, your mouth when you yawn. Oh, Taurus, what do you got going on here? There's a lot of commotion. On your side, you get the Ace of Swords, the 8 of Swords, the Page of Pentacles. Man, you're stressed out about something. Like you want to do something about something, but you're super stressed out. And I feel like you're working with it, though. You're not just, oh, yeah, I'm super stressed out and that's that. You're kind of trying to look at it from the perspective of, what is this situation trying to show me? What is me being stressed about this to such extent trying to teach me? You know what I mean? Why do you all have so much litter on your, because you got a lot of hair. So yeah. Okay, at least it's not just, okay, you're super stressed out and that's it. Okay, so she's deciding to stay here. The energy attached to you, the 5 of Swords, the 10 of Wands, the 6 of Swords. You know that saying, when the going gets rough, that's what this energy is kind of doing. It's like, okay, well, the shit hits the fan, so it's too tough. I'm just gonna go. It's too tough. Too hard to deal with, too, like, okay, it's too difficult, so I don't think I'll stay here for this one. Okay. Looks like a pretty deceptive energy, but okay. For the connection, who are you? Oh, the Hangman, the Five of Wands, the Three of Swords. Yeah, things are not going great here. I don't know what you're stressed about, but you're stressed out about something. This energy feels like it's bailing on you, or like almost like you can't rely on it at this moment in time, at least. And it's creating quite a not healthy balance here between the two of you. So it's quite nagging, this energy, to say the least. But it almost looks like you're kind of letting it pass. Like, okay, you know, this too shall pass. Yeah, we're dealing with something not that great, but it is what it is. So nobody's really addressing it. Nobody's doing anything about it. It's just being left to the universe, to the forces of making this go away. Okay. Let me see what the universe has. The Moon, the World card, the Three of Wands. There's an ending of a cycle here. I don't know what it applies to, but there's an ending of a cycle that has been in place for a while. So if you're kind of working towards ending a cycle right now, it looks like it's almost, not almost, it's ended already. Okay. So then why are these energies so pumped up? Because they don't know the cycle has already ended. Okay. Yeah, situation looks a little grim, I'm not gonna lie, but and I don't know if it's gonna pass because it's gonna pass. I think it's so charged up that somebody needs to do something about it, you know. It's not gonna pass on its own. So, okay. Moving on to Virgo. What is going on, Earth Signs? What do you got going on? On your side, you got the Page of Wands, the Two of Swords, the Sun. Okay, you're doing good. You're doing, you kind of want to do something that's going to bring about happiness, for sure. I mean, you're convinced that, okay, if I do this, I'm definitely going to be more happy than I am now, at least. The problem is there's a lot of overthinking in the way. But it's not as big of a problem that I see on, you know, this side of the reading. So it's like the least of this reading's concerns is the overthinking part on your side. The energy attached to you, the Ace of Cups, the Devil, the Page of Cups. There's love here, but it's distorted. It's unhealthy. Yeah, there's love. Yeah, but it doesn't feel or look great because it's kind of filtering through something quite unhealthy. So, for the connection, the Chariot, the Judgment card, the King of Wands. Someone here, and I assume it's whoever you're dealing with, is going through quite the brutal transformational period of time. It's a lot, and it depends on how they're working with this energy of what's going to come out of it. You know what I mean? Because it seems like it's intense. Let me see what the universe has. As a final advice, the Moon, the Four of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords. Wow, this is almost shown like a secret or something like that, which I don't think it's a secret, but to whoever's carrying this energy, they're almost looking like they're keeping it a secret. And it's shown up like somebody can't let go of this very, very, very nagging, stressing type of an energy. Like, I can't help but stress. I can't help but overthink. I can't help but do this, that, and the other. And it's not creating the best environment, you know, for them personally, nor for whoever they share their space with. The problem is, I don't know who that is. Is it you? Is it them? Is it the both of you? You know, that it's one of those where you know somebody in your life that is always finding the negative in everything. And they can't help it. At least that's what they say. And that's just who I am. Okay, well, they change it if it affects you in a negative way. You know, there's always positive and negative in things. So it's a matter of what you focus on, what you choose to focus on. So it's one of those here where it looks like someone's almost keeping it a secret. Like, they're not necessarily voicing it, but inside they're like, that's just who I am. I can't let go of this. Well, of course you can, whoever you are. But you need to try. But, yeah, that's it. Moving on to fire signs, Aries. Okay, so it's not just the earth signs, it's the fire signs too. Hopefully it's not a collective thing. On your side, you get the 5 of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, the 3 of Wands. You've been dealing with something deceptive that could have been yours, in terms of you may have told yourself something for a very long time that's not true. And I feel like you're starting to see that more and more. So you're kind of owning up to it, or just kind of trying to unpack that. So whatever, okay, if you told yourself, okay, Cosmos color is yellow. You know, you've been lying to yourself about it because you wanted to see it yellow, even though you know exactly that it's not. But you wanted to tell yourself, no, it's yellow. Okay. Now it's a matter of, well, okay, it's white. Okay, it's white. I gotta be honest with myself and admit that I lied to myself. So it's kind of like that type of an energy where you may have told yourself some lies there, almost intentionally, but now you're tearing that apart. But it's been going on for a minute, where you told yourself who knows what. Anyways, the energy attached to you, the Ace of Wands, the 5 of Pentacles, the 10 of Pentacles. This energy is coming through as wanting to break something off. If there's anything you've been working on, let's say they're coming in and saying, I don't want to work on this anymore. Whatever it is, they're coming through with an energy of trying to cut something out. Okay. For the connection, and they're quite passionate about it too. So it might be sudden. It might feel like it's sudden, like it's out of nowhere. What the fuck? So, for the connection, the 5 of Cups, the Ace of Cups, the 2 of Pentacles. There's sadness here. There's regret. There's the energy of, what the fuck do I do with this now? You know, what am I supposed to do now? And I don't know who that is. I'm assuming it's you, because this energy is being brought towards you. There's hope that maybe something can be done here, but for the most part, there's a lot of regret, sadness, and a lot of, I don't know. Excuse me. Hey, baby girl, you want to come here? Come on. Where the fuck am I supposed to read now? I quit. They're taking over, man. I'm telling you. They're taking over. Hold on. Let me at least try to adjust. I can't. It's not letting me. Fucker. Hold on. I'm gonna do it from this side. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what the universe has, if we can. Ooh, you got the moon, the lovers, the devil. Quite the unhealthy energies here within this dynamic at this moment in time, at least. I don't know if that's, you know, that applies in general. I don't think so. But at this moment in time, something, well, things are functioning from a very unhealthy angle. Okay. All right, well, let me see how I can get my cards back, because, you know, and I'll try a little corner somewhere. You know how it is. Animals come in, they settle, you don't move them. You do not move them. You may have to, because you're sitting on my cards, but try and see. I'm sorry. Am I in your way? Don't bite my watch. Right, I'm gonna need to check under you, Juno. Hold on, baby girl. Okay. Now, I'm gonna have to ask you for a favor. Can I slide you? Did you take any of my cards? Okay. Oh, yeah, you did. Okay. Easy, easy. No biting. Okay. Any more? Okay, you're fine. I'm sorry. You can, here. How about you sit right here? Or come to mama. You wanna come to mama? We only do that at night? Or you sleep on my chest? Yeah, because right now I'm kind of, you know, heart position. Anyways. All right. Moving on to Leo. Sorry, I gotta claim my table, man. I can't. All right, let's see what you got going on. Oy, man. All right. Are we going or no? No. On your side, you get the Queen of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, the Strength card. You're working on claiming or reclaiming your power, bringing yourself back, basically. You know, stepping back into your power here. And it's working out. Whatever it is that you're doing, it seems like it's working out. The energy attached to you, the Eight of Cups, the Seven of Cups, the Chariot. This energy is distancing themselves from you. Maybe as you, again, slowly but surely step back into your power. If this is an energy that doesn't really resonate with you, it's going to fall off, basically. And I feel like probably that's what's going on here. For the connection, the Three of Cups, the World card, the Devil. Yeah, you're making something really, really clear here. Hey, if we resonate, and it's going to work out. If we don't, goodbye. If something feels like just a tiny little inch of unhealthy, it's not going to work out. So you're starting to be very, very clear about something which ends a cycle that seems to have been very, very unhealthy. Nice, because it's very clear. Oh my God, you're so stinking cute. You too, but like, Juno, baby girl. Oh my God. I quit. I just quit. From the universe, you get the Eight of Cups, the Knight of Cups, the Ten of Wands. And it's a difficult process. It's not easy. In the reading, you made it look like it's, easy breezy. Yeah, I'm just going to stand in my power. I'm just going to put my boundaries up. Easy. No, it's not as easy as it looks, but doesn't matter how hard it gets. You're very committed here. To go on your way that resonates with you, not in an unhealthy way. Okay, cool. Now, the game of reclaiming my cards is back into play, this time from Cosmo, but at least she's not sitting on all of them, so we might get lucky here. Okay, Juno gave up. And I just know you're sitting on the Queen of Wands. Can I have it? Hold on. I'm sorry, but I need my Queen of Wands. Trying to pull it without pulling on her fur. Hold on. This requires skill. It's not easy. I need both hands. I'm not that big of a pro. Okay. Moving on to, I tried. Sagittarius. They're out. They're like, okay, we're out of here. You don't want us here? We're out. I didn't say anything, but like, yeah. Give me my cards back, man. Anyways. What is going on in the collective? Why is this? It's actually a good thing. It's almost like all of the crap is coming to the surface and people are handling it in different ways, but they're handling it. You know, they're not just letting it, okay, well, the shit hit the fan. Okay, well, let's look at that fan. Shitty. You know, not really. One way or another in the collective has shown up like the crap is coming to the surface and people somehow are doing something about it. On your side, you get the Chariot, the King of Pentacles, the Lovers. You feel good. You feel on top of the world here. You're definitely coming through as feeling very confident, very secure within yourself. There's a connection by your side that you feel good about too. And you feel like you're on the right track here with all of this energy kind of coming together and balancing out in a nice way for you. Okay. The energy attached to you, though, the Three of Swords, the Five of Wands, the Nine of Swords. Ooh, quite the struggle. Quite the freaking struggle. They're going through something quite intense and a little bit nasty. There's something painful at the core of what they're going through. And because that pain is unhealed, they're kind of running through it. So whatever it is, whatever energy they're putting out there might be coming through the filter of that pain. So they could be at times, you know, jealous, argumentative, projecting all sorts of things, and very stressed out and very, because at the end of the day, they don't even understand why necessarily they're doing that, why they're behaving that way. And then, you know, it doesn't feel good for them. But they're still kind of presenting themselves in that way. So for the connection, the Eight of Wands, the Devil, the Page of Wands. So right now, the energy exchange between you and whoever this is to you might be very, very unhealthy. Not from your end, because you're looking pretty sharp there and kind of in handle of how you put yourself out there. But for them, on their end, for sure, it's looking a little not great. Let me see what the universe has. As a final, are you fucking kidding me? The Devil, the Knight of Cups, the Nine of Wands. Yeah, it's not great. It's not looking great. And you don't like it. For as long as it's presenting itself in this way, you don't like. Nobody freaking likes this, you know, when something's going to feel not great. Now, you're also giving me that Knight of Cups, which almost is telling me that it might be just a phase, because at the core of who this really is, they're not really like that. But I don't know how long of a phase, but you're kind of telling me that that's not who they are. But still, while they're under this spell of whatever this is, I don't want that near me, because it doesn't feel good. And understandable, because it doesn't. But let's see, that's it. Cosmo, why don't we let Juno go to the bathroom without, you know, spying on her? She gets that a lot from Kai anyway, so no reason to do the same. Moving on to air signs, Libra. You don't want to know what's... So Juno's in the box. And Cosmo's at the... There's a step over there right before the box. Great. Anyways. Kai is the stalker of... Especially Juno when she goes. But Felix too sometimes, but especially Juno. He just likes to... She comes out of the box. He's like... Ah! What the fuck, dude? Anyways. On your side, you get the Queen of Swords, the Seven of Cups, the Three of Cups. You're very optimistic about something here. You're looking forward, and you're thinking positive about something coming together in a nice way for you. Now, I don't know if you're focused on whatever's connected to you. I don't know if you're connected to it. Yeah, so I don't know if you're connected to the same energy that's connected to you as you're telling me I have a good feeling about this. And, you know, as you have this positive outlook. Or to something else, just in general on your side. I don't know. And since I'm not clarifying, I can't tell exactly. But, and it doesn't really coincide here because the energy attached to you, they're coming through with the Death card, the Queen of Cups, the Two of Swords. They're at the opposite end of where you're at. If you have a positive outlook on things here and you think everything's going to turn out all right, they kind of lost hope that anything is going to turn out all right. So, I don't know. For the connection, the Ten of Cups, the Page of Swords, the King of Pentacles. Oh, there's definitely a positive outlook on things here. Even if on their side is just a tiny little one there, it's still there because it takes over. So if you're thinking positive and optimistic about something that has to do with the same situation and they're thinking the opposite of that, super like, oh no, it's never going to happen. The positive aspect actually takes over, which usually is not the case. So it's quite surprising that I see that happening. It's usually the negative that drags things down because, you know, heavy, distorted, negative energy is usually heavier than the lighter one. So it's usually the opposite. So you're winning this battle, apparently. It's got to be a lot of positive thinking on your side. And not only over this thing, I think in general, maybe that's why it's kind of winning the battle. But, the devil is the theme for the collective this weekend. From the universe, you get the Nine of Wands, the devil, the King of Swords. Yeah, you're kind of like a pro in dealing with not that great of energies. You're like, it's like you're super Libra or something that comes in and says, oh, I know exactly how to handle that. You know, if something's unhealthy, if something's nasty, if something's not great, and it's in my proximity, I know exactly how to deal with that. Do share. Because it's like, yeah, superhero of nasty energies. Okay. Okay, well, yeah. And I think you do, because you're looking like you do. Cool. Cosmo went back to the crime scene. To the box. Juno's no longer there, because what's going on here? And anyways, moving on to Aquarius. Yeah, blue always goes, like, if there's a cat situation where, for example, Kai wants to chase Juno, or because it's them two that have an issue. He's trying with Felix, but Felix puts him in his place really fast, and he's like, okay, I give up. But with Juno, she's not letting him dominate. He's trying to be the alpha, and she's like, no, bitch, no. So they always have this little, even sometimes when he looks at her, she's gonna growl or so I'm curious where she's gonna fall in all of that dominance play. But blue always goes when there's something between them. If she growls at Kai or something, or Kai wants to go after her or something, he always goes in between them. So I don't know. I didn't teach him that. He just doesn't like. He's like, no, let's make love, not war. I'm like, good boy. I didn't even teach you that. You came with that. I know she stole your toy. She's a kitten. It's fine. On your side, you get the Knight of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, the Death card. Slowly but surely, you're taking something. No, you're not taking it in that direction of south. But you're saying if this keeps going at this rate, like as slow as it is, it might not end well. So you don't like the speed of something here. Because you're seeing not a lot of progress if things keep going as slow as they are. Okay. The energy attached to you, the World card, the Page of Wands, the Three of Pentacles. Somebody lost interest. Somebody lost interest here. And it's this energy right here. Or they're acknowledging that you may have lost interest. I don't know. Some interest has been lost, and because of that, things are moving slower than usual. So, yeah. Okay. For the connection, the Queen of Swords, the Eight of Wands, the Four of Pentacles. What I like about this one, though, is that things are pretty clear. So there's no... If I were to work with you on something and you would feel like, this is not heading anywhere, I don't think, I think something about it is just not working for me. I think it's pretty well known, that you think that or that you feel that. Now, I'm not sure if it's clearly stated necessarily, but I kind of see that there's an understanding on both ends where things are at. For you individually, and then for you as a team work type of situation. So, if anything, somebody's trying to keep things very honest here. No matter where things are going, no matter what's going on, somebody, at least one, and I think it's you, is trying to be very, very transparent about things. Like, okay, but we need to be honest here. Like, if I feel that things are not going well, I'm gonna tell you, Okay, I like that. Let's see what the universe has. Now blue is unsettled. From the universe, you get the Nine of Wands, the Hermit, the Star. No, you lost interest here in something. Either you thought this was something that you wanted, and then it turned out maybe not really. Or this was something that you wanted, but along the way you changed your mind. But you seem to have, because you're showing up here as, man, really thought this was it, but I don't think so anymore, you know? Okay, well, it happens. Alrighty, moving on to Gemini. I will explain to you like I explained to Oscar for years, and then you came into the picture and you're bigger than Oscar. But I have this pet peeve, which you don't give a shit because you just went to play. But I have this pet peeve, and it's about the camera stand. And just the slightest touch to that makes me... Which again, you don't give a shit, Joe. Okay, good talk. Come back later. I told you. The devil is the freaking key theme for this weekend. On your side, you get the devil, the 6 of Wands, the 3 of Pentacles. You know how this looks like? This looks like one of those in which something happens within a dynamic with someone. Let's say it's you and me, and we're friends, right? And something good, really good happens for you. And I show up as, man, I'm so happy for you. It's not even funny. Like, I'm wow, I mean, what more can you ask? You know, it's freaking unbelievable. But I don't mean it. I'm actually jealous. And I'm actually this, that, and the other. You know, I got all sorts of, oh, but I'm so happy for you. That's the energy I'm seeing here. And it's showing up on your side. So I don't know if that's you or somebody you're dealing with, because roles can be reversed. But that's the type of energy I'm seeing here. Of, you know, on the surface, yeah. I mean, it's the best thing that could have happened to you. You know. Type of thing. Now, the energy attached to you. The 4 of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, the Temperance card. Somebody's really determined to do something and has been determined to do something for a very long time. They're very passionate about whatever that is. And I feel like they're going in. That somebody's taking a chance on something. And maybe that's what you're happy about. So for the connection... The Hierophant, the 6 of Pentacles, the 3 of Wands. See, deep down, things aren't shown up like this. Deep down, from a higher self to a higher self perspective, from the energies that I'm seeing here, there is happiness. There is, like, if something were to happen that's good for you, I would really mean it. You know, like, I'm super happy for you. I you know, that this is happening, that this is, so there's that equal give and take. There's things, nice things at a soul level happening here. On the surface, I don't know what's going on here. It's like, so, okay, let me see what the universe has. The Temperance card, the 9 of Wands, the 4 of Wands. There's discord here. It's been here for a minute. I don't want this. I don't really want to be part of this anymore. For a minute, it's been here. But I don't know which side it's been on. Your side, their side. If somebody here doesn't want to be part of this partnership, then they might as well take the steps to not be part of this partnership instead of being part of this partnership while they don't want to be part of this partnership, because it's going to create this type of an energy. So it's going to bring quite the unhealthy energies at play here. You know, if somebody doesn't want to be part of something here, they should just go. And I know it's going to come through with, oh, it's not that easy. It never is. But This is making it harder. So, but anyways, that is it for you. Moving on to water signs, Pisces. Oh, you're back. Just in time for water signs. Okay. You wanna, you're, oh, okay. Alrighty then. We'll readjust. Let's see. How? Because she'll jump out of here. She'll see a squirrel in a second and she'll be like, alrighty, let's see what we got here. Is your tail talking to the squirrel or to the breeze from the cards? I don't know. On your side, you get the Four of Swords, the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles. Wow, these are great energies. It's like the calm before the storm, but the storm is a good thing here because you're probably initiating something soon enough and you're kind of resting right now. You're kind of in that, you know, standby mode. And then when you go and you make something happen. I don't know what it is, but it looks super nice. The energy attached to you, the Nine of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, the World card. It's tricky. I mean, it looks good. It looks like a good energy, but it looks like it's an energy that's attached to you and at the same time, not really attached to you. Juno got a belly haircut because that's where she gets knots a lot. So she's a little, apparently she doesn't give a shit. She's like, oh my God. So yeah, it's not a bad energy. It does carry a sense of independence, and then there is the desire to open up to this fully, whatever this is that you're probably starting or have started. I don't know, but okay, so it's a partnering up type of thing. All right. For the connection, the Eight of Wands, the Six of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, you're starting something up with somebody potentially, and it's looking pretty good. It's looking like so far what's been in the works, it's looking good, and where it's going, it's looking even better. Okay, nice. Let me see what the universe has as a final advice. The Nine of Swords, the Six of Cups, the Empress. These energies look super light, super cool. And then it's looking like this situation may have come from a little bit of a tough time. At least a little bit of a bump in the road. If not a little bit of a stretch that seemed rough here. But I'm kind of getting that both energies are on the same page here. Like, no, but we really want to, you know, like we really want to do this in the nicest way possible. And I think that's what you're doing here. Even if the history of this is looking to be a little bumpy. Or even though you're super confident and super, okay, this is going to work out, you may still carry a little bit of, but what if it doesn't, you know, underneath it all. Could be that too. A little bit of fear that maybe it won't, but it's not taken over. So I'm not concerned about it if that's the case. What's taken over, what's predominant here is the good energy because it's coming from both and that makes it bigger. So, okay, nice. Hold on. Trying to lean, stretch, and all of that. Moving on to Scorpio. Yeah. You. She's zenning. I'm sorry, I disrupted your zen. Hold on. I'll do it here. You got a little eye goo, but I'm gonna leave you alone for now. I'll do it later. A little bit, just tiny. You know, I can't help it. I gotta go in there. Okay. On your side, you get the King of Swords, the Ace of Wands, the Eight of Wands. You're in a very go-getter type of an energy. In a very, all right, we're taking care of this now. Okay, let's take care of this now. We're taking care of something a little later. Okay, let's take care of that, you know. So like you go, you do, you take care of stuff. It's a nice energy. It's a really, you know, hands-on type of an energy. Now, the energy you're dealing with, the Eight of Swords, the Two of Wands, the King of Pentacles. They got the spirit of, let's get shit done. The problem is they're functioning from a little bit of an energy of, but hold on, let's think about it first. So they're not really in the go-getter type. They're in the let's think about it first. And then from that, they might actually pull back. But eventually they get it done. So it's, you know, eventually they get it done. They're just not as hands-on as you are on this energy here. For the connection, the Judgment card, the Page of Wands, the Sun. I don't know what this is that you two have going together here. And even though one energy seems to be a little off than the other, but eventually still kind of going for the same thing. It looks to be exciting, it looks to be fun, it looks to be good, whatever you're shooting for and whatever you're working on here. So eventually, that being the key word for this one, things will probably get into a pretty good place here, you know. Let me see what the universe has as a final advice. The Nine of Swords, the Ace of Wands, the Three of Pentacles. You're kind of giving me a sense of, I know, like you're very much aware that, yeah, you know, sometimes it's tough, sometimes it's bumpy, but ultimately it's going to turn out all right. We're going to be okay. So, okay, so there's that acknowledgement, at least on your part, if not on both parts, that despite the bumpiness at times, we're going to pull through. You're going to be probably better than okay. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Now let's stretch again. Wow. Look, it's an exception for Friday videos, but this is not going to go like a rule of thumb from here on out. So don't get used to it. I like how they listen to me in terms of they don't. Moving on to Cancer. They don't give a shit. They're like, yeah, okay, you tell yourself that. The grooming part was the confirmation. I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want, whenever the fuck I want, because in case you forgot, I'm a cat. And then groom. And then, oh yeah. Yeah, she's right. Plus, water sign. You don't fuck with water signs, man. You don't. Anyways. You couldn't have ended this on a high note. You had to bring that devil in to end this. It's been the key theme for the weekend, so I'm not surprised that it's ending on that note. But on your side, you get the Five of Swords, the Queen of Cups, the Ten of Wands. You're showing me that something is very, very difficult, but at the same time, especially when it comes to the energy of love, but at the same time, I'm seeing deception with that. Given that I'm not clarifying, I don't know exactly what you mean. You could be meaning it's hard to love whoever this is. It's hard to connect to my heart when it comes to the situation. It's hard to have compassion for the situation. So I don't know exactly what you mean. But whatever you were to mean there, when it comes to love, saying that something is hard, I don't think you mean it. I don't think you're just saying that either. I think you believe it when you say it, but it's one of those where, you know, somebody's saying, oh my God, it's so hard. And it's like, it's not that hard. You know what I mean? So I don't know. For the, not for the connection, for the energy that's attached to you, the 3 of Pentacles, the 7 of Pentacles, the Hierophant. Yeah, there's a partnership going on here. Whoever this is puts effort into it, puts energy into it. I don't see the hardship over on their side. So I'm not sure if, I'm not even sure if you're on the same page here. If you see something as being hard and they're like, no, it's not, you know. I'm like, are you perceiving things in the same way? Are you looking at the same thing? You know, are you working on the same thing? Because supposedly, yeah, but I don't know. For the connection, the 9 of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, the Devil. Someone's not allowing themselves to care. Hello. Oh, that was a pretty big head bump, huh? Oh. Someone's not allowing themselves to care for a situation. That's why it's hard. Because if you were to deal with something that is quite important to you, quite meaningful, but you choose to turn the off button on your heart, then that's going to make it very, very difficult to deal with this. And because I see someone being like, no, I don't want to get involved here emotionally. And it's not the healthiest thing they can possibly do here for themselves nor for the situation. I kind of get the idea, the gist of it, but it's not helping the situation. It's probably making it worse. It's not helping you if that's you, where you decide, okay, well, I don't want to care for them. I don't want to invest. I don't want to love them. Well, you do anyway. So the fact that you don't want to goes against you. So that's why it's kind of looking a little difficult for you personally. So it comes from you. It doesn't come from, oh, because they did something and now you choose to not love them. It doesn't work like that. You still love them, you know. So you saying that you don't or you don't wanna goes against you. You know what I mean? Okay. Let me see what the universe has. Did I do the universe? Was that my translation? No. Did I don't know. If I did it, I'm going to do it again. You're a snake. I think I told her that. I swear to God. What the fuck is up with this devil, man? For the lovers, you get... No, from the universe, you get the lovers, the devil, the 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, something's a little bit unhealthy at play within this dynamic. And I think we established that when we said, well, the unhealthiness of it is someone going against themselves. That in itself is going to create unhealthiness for them personally and then for the dynamic that they're dealing with. So that is what's going on here. And because of this unhealthiness, someone's deciding, oh, okay, something's unhealthy here. Let me move on. But I don't think they're spotting the exact unhealthy. Or if they are spotting it, they're probably twisting it around where it doesn't turn back to them, when in all actuality I feel like it does. I feel like the unhealthy starts from whoever wants to direct it outside of themselves. So I don't know who that is. If that's you, if that's someone you're dealing with, because roles can be reversed, but you know, it's like pointing the finger, oh, you did this to me, when in reality they probably did it to themselves, which I don't know anything. But that is it. We made it through with a couple disruptions, which weren't that bad. Well, the carpet thing took me by surprise when Blue actually decided, what he does is he has these big massive bones and he picks them up and then he tries to throw them around and play. They're toys to him. And what he did and what he loves to do is push one of them under the carpet, and then he brought the whole freaking carpet here to me because he was pushing for the bone under the carpet, and that brought the whole freaking camera up here, so I had to cut on that. But yeah, we took care of that, so everything's good there. But Blue, bloopty bloop, do you want to come say hi? The cat said hi. Do you want to? Come here. Come on. Come on up here. Here, I'll squeeze myself down. I'm going down. Come on, Bubba. Up you go. Up you go. Up you go. Come on. Let's go say hi. I got you. Look. Come on. Come on, baby boy. Oh my goodness. Come on. Come on. Up you go. Come on. Good boy. Good baby boy. Come on, Bubba. I got you. You know Mama's got you. All right. You ready to go up? You ready to go back up? Hold on. We're coming up. Okay. Here we go. Oh, that's my leg. Oh, I'm stuck. He's stuck. Everybody's stuck. You know, Juno doesn't appreciate the sniffing of the paws. Oh, Bubba. One little bear. Now can we go to sleep? No. Can we... Hold on. Let's go. Oh, I think he wants to... Do you? Hey, look through here. Well, I gotta put the chair down again. Oh my goodness. Hold on, guys. He wants to go. Not through there, though. You'll disrupt the camera completely. Here, you wanna go through here? You wanna... Okay, let's just sit here and contemplate. Stop fucking with Juno's legs. You see? Anyways, I can't even put the focus on my face. I don't even care at this point. You're gonna stay focused on Blue. Thanks for tuning in. I love you guys, and we'll be alright. April's gonna go fast. Hopefully, it's like, no, still stuff going on. Okay, he just pushed his ass onto me completely onto this chair, so I'll go take a nap with probably him and Kai, and then I'll wake up and eat, and then that's my day. I need some breaks from shit. But anyways, love you guys. I will have the mid-months posted by the end of the weekend. Why do you push your ass into me? By the end of the weekend, which could be very late on Sunday if things go the way they're going. But maybe sooner, I don't know. We'll see. But bye!